Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're a little bit early today, but I'm just getting things set up and ready. Good morning. How are you guys today? I am going to attempt to get my mic and everything fixed this morning, so if I am too quiet, please let me know because people were saying yesterday and last night when I was trying to do Asia's session that I was really quiet, and so I think I fixed it, but if I didn't, please let me know cuz I don't want to be too quiet, but I am talking a little bit quieter than normal cuz it's only 6:20 here and everybody in my house is still asleep except for me. Yeah, Ash, I tried to log in last night and trade Asia Gold. I actually did. We made $70, but I was having an issue with the live connecting, and yeah, it was just bad. I think this morning we're going to probably trade MNQ. Probably just do NQ. I also have my Apex account up, my Apex funded account. Um, I haven't traded on this one in a couple days, so we're gonna see if a really good ES play presents itself. Because if you guys look down here, um, this is an actual PA account, so it's a real live account, and my payouts are anything over $52,000 right now. So I'm already up almost $2,000, and my payout I can actually process on Monday. So I'm going to uh, I'm going to wait, and if a really good play presents itself, we're gonna take this and see if we can bump this up close to like 55,000. But I'm gonna have to really watch the market and see. There's also some talks that I read a news article last night that there's a rumor from Politico that the government shutdown that they came to an agreement, but it's not announced yet, and it's supposed to be announced today. It could just be a rumor, but if that happens, the stock market's going to go crazy. We might not do a lot of trading today at that point. So we'll have to see how it looks here in a little bit. I was trying to catch up on some news last night and have my bearings for today because I hate Fridays. Um, just because by the end of the week, like the big firms are going to offload and dump everything they're holding. I mean, the end of Fridays normally always suck. So I'll show you guys too this morning on QuantCrawler. I went in and I actually added in this button down here. So if you guys ever run into technical problems with this or it doesn't work right, you can just click this and your auto mail email default program will pop up straight to my QuantCrawler email. So if you guys have any issues with it, you can put in I mean, I guess put in a ticket, but it's really just an email and I'll get to it as soon as I can. But if there's any problems or you need to contact me, you can just click that and it'll go to Aaron at quantcrawler.com. So I did that this morning before we got going. Good morning, Sis Hexwell. How are you? Um, actually, I could, but we were only in the trade for like, I mean, we were in the trade for like maybe. maybe 20 minutes. Let me pop over there. You can see here where these accounts that we started yesterday morning, we're running at 100% win rate. We're 3 for 3. So we're off to a good start. This was the trade right here at 4. It was 4:45 my time, which would have been 7:45 Eastern Standard Time. We went in there, we held it for like 45 minutes. It just kind of popped around, made $72. But right now we're with QuantCrawler because this account right here, the leader and the follower, we're operating exclusively at, I mean, we're at 100% win rate. So we haven't lost a trade yet with QuantCrawler. And I absolutely refuse to trade on these unless I'm using QuantCrawler and unless I'm live with you guys. You guys got your coffee and your socks on? Hang on, check. I got my house slippers on, my coffee slippers. But I got socks on too. My feet were cold this morning. But not saying I got cold feet about trading. That's not what I mean. My feet were cold. Pay for pre-market hours? No. Oh, are you talking on my actual, like, not my funded accounts, Veed? Good morning, Johnny. Let's have a good day today. You can see here we're operating at 100% win rate. So let's keep that trend going. And this is exclusively using QuantCrawler. That's what I was saying. On these two right here, the leader and the follower accounts, I absolutely refuse to trade these anytime I'm not live with you guys because I want you guys to see whether we win or we lose. So I want to be as transparent as I can just using the new QuantCrawler. So right now we're operating at 100%, which I think is great, but it's only 3 trades. So I'll still take it though. Good morning, JJ. How are you? Oh, with TopStep? No, you could trade right. We could put a trade in right now if we wanted to. It's the only time TopStep is down is from 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard. Uh, and they'll close today at 2 o'clock or 5 o'clock Eastern, and it'll be there. But you can trade 23 hours a day, 5 days a week. Starts back up on Sunday at 3 p.m. I think it is on Sunday. Can you use any 3 time frames, or does it have to be? No, CJ, you can use any. Like you can I'll upload it. I think that is what it is though, is I think I hard coded this a little bit too hard to where I think it'll still say 15-minute chart, 5 minute and 1 minute, even if you do a 4 hour, 1 hour and 30 minute. But let's just try it real quick. I actually haven't tested that yet, but I've had a couple of people ask me, so let's just see let's see what it does. Thank you for asking that, by the way, because I keep forgetting to check it. I got so much going on with this launching this week that I yeah, it slipped my mind. Thank you. Let's do it real quick. I know a lot of people like to trade longer time frames or higher time frames, so it's good to figure out for me. I also had I had a couple people say that well, let me do this real quick. This is MNQ. 4 hour, 1 hour and 30 minute. I had a couple people message me on or comment on some of the videos saying that QuantCrawler had an issue in the middle of the night, and I logged in this morning and it was fine. So if you guys ever have any issues, I put this button in this morning where if you click that, it'll just automatically pop up your default mailing system in your computer or your phone, and you can just you can email me at Aaron@QuantCrawler, and it will I'll be able to see what it is. It's not an actual ticket though, so it's not going to see like what happened. So you'll have to explain it to me. I have to work on a ticketing system. Like I've done all this in about 3 days, so there's still a couple quirks I'm gonna figure out over the weekend. Risk to reward, and we'll just say $500. Oh, wisdom, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I just I like I've said it a couple times and I'll continue to say it every single time I'm on here. Like I there's enough to go around for everybody, and in trading it's not like we're not competing with a product against each other. So if I can share information and it helps people and it helps people change their life and better their life, why would I not do it? Like how selfish of me to sit here and be like, oh yeah, if you want to change your life and learn how to make a whole bunch of money and learn the systems and strategies, pay me $9.99, $1,000 for a 1 hour one-on-one consultation. Like how selfish of a person to do that. It's bullshit. Sorry, there's my rant. So yeah, you can see here it says 1 hour chart, 30-minute chart, and 15-minute chart. So it didn't actually, I need to fix that. I had to write that down. Let me, 1 second. I got to get a piece of paper. Sorry, market just opened too, so I got to pop back to this. 4 hour after you possibly may draw down to that. Yeah. So just so you guys know, I was mentioning, I don't know, I said it kind of earlier right when we were starting. I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but this is my Apex account. I'm not using QuantCrawler for this, but the reason I have this up is because down here, anything over 52,500, I can request a payout on Monday. Um, Rebel against gatekeepers, big dumper. Hell yeah. um, but anything over 52.5, I get to keep this payout on Monday and request it because it'll be 8 days of trading at that point. So if a really good play presents itself on ES, I want to take it. So this may be a mix of using QuantCrawler exclusively, but also me doing my 5-minute orb strategy over here if you guys want to see it. But we're only going to do this if a really good play presents itself, because I was also mentioning I read a rumored article last night from Politico that there apparently is an agreement on the government shutdown ending. And if that actually happens today and gets announced, it's going to be an absolute nightmare in the market, whether it's positive or negative. I'm not sure. So we may end up staying away today. That'd kind of be my recommendation to you guys as well. Keep your eye on the news and protect your money. So if that gets announced, it could go one way or the other, depending on what, honestly, it depends on what Trump says on Truth Social. That would be the place to look. That's going to dictate if this goes to all-time highs or we see like sub 6,000. So if a really good play presents itself, we're going to do that on Apex with my 5-minute orb. But we are going to use QuantCrawler no matter what. So, oh, CJ, all right, thank you. I gotcha. Did I type it wrong? Oh, yeah, shoot. Okay. All right. Thank you, CJ. Yeah, I was like scrambling. I'm like, shit, I gotta fix that because multiple people have asked me that. So thank you. I appreciate it. We are gonna pop back and forth between MNQ and gold this morning too, because if MNQ is down, gold will be up most likely. They like we were talking yesterday. I think it was disagreeable when he was in here. He was saying they typically don't follow each other, and that is the trend. So one of them is down, the other one will be up. We might have two plays on our hands if things are going well. So. No, Adam, I was scrolling Facebook last night. Actually, I think I was texting you. Just so you guys know, Adam in here is my high school best friend. He's been my best friend for like 25 years. So, um, we're gonna get him into trading. I'm gonna put some pressure on him every live stream that I see him in here. Um, no, the see, that's what you get for asking me about my slippers this morning when you text me. He told me to put my slippers on screen. I'm just kidding, he didn't, but um no, there's nowhere specific for news, just because the news, is biased. So I just kind of, honestly, if I'm gonna look for news, I look for on Twitter, on X, because it seems that most people are the most real on there. But that's just my opinion. Dynamics rate limit reached on what, on the actual, on this right here, on the actual chat. Someone else told me that overnight dynamics. That's why I'm asking. Someone told me that they had that error, and then yeah, some yellow folder news at 10 a.m. Forex. Okay. So in 25 minutes, 10 a.m. Eastern, Johnny. 429 rate limit reached. Sorry, I'm just writing it down. Okay. I know that last night. Gotcha. Okay. Um, I know that last night in the middle of the night, the trading, not the trading bot, sorry, the trade journal bot, uh, which this blows my mind. I didn't think this was going to happen. It hit its limit. I had to upgrade the plan as soon as I woke up this morning at like 4:45. Um, I had to upgrade it because from the time I made this live yesterday at like I think it was like 2 or 3 whenever I made the video, um, in one 24-hour period you can only have 1,000 emails sent out, and we had hit 1,000 trade journals sent to people by 1 a.m. So I had to upgrade that to a 10,000 daily cap. So that was unexpected, but it was a good one, right? Like I'm not mad about that. Okay. Uh Dynamics, I'm gonna look at that. Do you get it every single time you do it? Okay, this would be our cue right here on our. This is on the 1 minute though, not on the 5 minute, but we have our fair value gap presented in a 1 minute frame. So let's see if this next minute holds it. If not, I'm gonna cue this up, but we're probably gonna go because I'm so close. I'm probably going to just cue it like so. I'm not gonna do my full 500. Gosh dang it. No, I'm going to go even smaller because I don't want to mess up this payout. I want to get at least $1,000 from it next week. So I'm going to queue this up right here and just wait. And again, this is on the 1 minute right here. If we get a 5 minute fair value gap, we're going in. Royal, it can take at minimum it takes 2 days because you have to get to $3,000. So like you can't come in and just blast your account and make $3,000 and be like, all right, I passed. God, this is really tempting me right here. I want to go in so bad right now, but it's not my strategy. Gosh dang it. Royal, let me finish that really quick. You can't go in and just like blast your account, make 3 grand in one day and be like, all right, I cleared it, because they have a 50% of what you make can't, or your first day of your profits or any day can't be more than 50% of the target of 1,500. Otherwise, they'll take 1,500. But if you make like 3,000 in a day, they're going to say you need to make another $1,500. Like you have to make on separate days $3,000 total to have it clear. So the fastest you can do it, I did it on an account in like 2 days and 2 hours. Up 5% in the last 3 days with QuantCrawler. That's hey, if I could just go up 5% every 3 days consistently, I'd take that. Yeah, Ash K mostly give pullback entries. Yeah. Um, Farua, the link is quantcrawler.com. It's right down here at the bottom of the screen. If you there's a 30-day free trial on that one, and then it goes to $10 a month. If you don't even want to mess with that, you can go to my website, which is aaronandai.com. Let me pull that up and I'll show you. You can go to aaronandai.com right here and click QuantCrawler, and this GPT will pull you into Chat GPT, and you don't even have to sign up or anything on the site. Royal, that the login should be pretty quick. Did you check? I'm sure you checked your spam folder and everything. All right, guys, we're gonna go back to the 1 minute because when I've set all of mine up and renewed everything and all of that, it's like almost instantaneous. This right here, guys, is like my perfect 5 minute orb setup. If with a fair value gap, if this doesn't get taken, this fair value gap, this is exactly what I look for on a 5 minute chart. The way this is setting up. But this candle has to hold. Like this candle can't overtake it. If it takes this whole entire fair value gap and doesn't reclaim it, because it's trying right now, you can see down here at the bottom for the first 10 minutes so far, we've had massive, well, I mean, this is a mix of sellers and buyers. This red doesn't mean this was 100% sellers, but volume wise, sellers obviously won. You can obviously tell that by the candle as well. But right now, buyers are competing with it, trying to get it back. And sellers right now, with the wicks presenting themselves, sellers, it goes to here on the buyers, and then sellers are fighting it back down. This is what's happening right now. Snowman, I haven't done anything yet. I have QuantCrawler up over here. You can see here. Actually, we should probably run this one on QuantCrawler real quick. I need to focus up a little bit. I'm not gonna say I'm paying too much attention to the chat, but I don't like to keep you guys waiting. But we got to get into a play also. So let me do this real quick. I'll get right back with you guys. Give me 45 seconds. We're gonna do a $200 play this morning, 1 to 2 risk to reward. Actually, I give it any time I'm in here. Adam, I sit here and smile because I know you're saying things like that, and I know that you're just sitting there laughing because I know I know how you communicate. Oh, what? Tokens per minute. All right, that's what the problem is. That's what everybody was saying earlier. When that happens, it's supposed to default over to when that happens, it's supposed to default over to the other program, and it's not doing that. I have two AI models connected to the back of it. Um, so when one hits limit, it's supposed to cross-reference both of them, and that's not happening. I didn't honestly think we were gonna hit a tier so quick. This is what I was worried about. Is I didn't think this was gonna happen so quickly. So I didn't pay for any of the higher tiers. makes sense. Because it's supposed to, okay, it's supposed to bypass and go to the other AI. Sorry. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, Halo, I just got it too. I didn't think we were going to hit our usage limits and I didn't upgrade it quick enough. And now I have a request in to upgrade it right now. Looks like we're going to get a retest here. This would be the break and retest strategy if you're looking at it. We're so close. It's going to key out our... Yeah, Gherkin, that's one of the models I was looking at. Um, Gosh dang, I can't believe it hit those requests so fast. Yeah, Wisdom, I have all the information that I need for bar chart. Um, but since the market's closed over the weekend, I am going to work on the integration on that this weekend and hope to have it up by Monday. That's my goal. Um, but we'll have to see. Um, we'll have to see if hopefully I don't break it. So I just didn't want to do it and knock it down today, but then we hit our usage limits and everything. So uh, rough but good start, I guess. All right, I'm talking with support here to figure out why they aren't moving it. Try it again. They said they just fixed it. So let's see if they actually did or if we're being lied to on this beautiful Friday morning. The one within ChatGPT is working. Just so you guys know, if you're looking for something right now, you can use that one while I am working on this. I'm sorry. Yeah, crypto, of course. I'm also live, so I can't really can't really lie about it. I don't really like this very much today. Fuck. Please try again in 7.996 seconds. Was I 8 seconds too early on trying this update that they just pushed out? I would use the Chat GPT one if you guys are trying to make trades right now. I'm sure you already have picked up on that, but Okay. We're gonna use old faithful here. This also is part of why the 30-day trial is important, because this would not be fun trying to trade this morning and then everybody saying, give me my money back right now immediately, you scammer. So, did I just do the 1 minute or the 15? 15. Okay, short. Could have picked up on that. 2-0. Okay, missing 15-minute. Entry zone 24,960. We're right there. Stop loss. All right, so let's do our 200 and our 600. It's saying short. Let's go short. Let's see, target 24,880. Wow, it's not setting us up with a very strong target there, huh? That's fun. And then stop loss at 45.03. No. 25.035. Uh, okay. We're gonna let it ride. Oh, Avid, I gotcha. Okay. I did it wrong. I'm all flustered with this chat over here. We about to take our first loss because I put in the wrong chart? Yeah, Snowman, I don't know. I have no idea. Mm-hmm. The buy side pressure. Lionel, it should be fixed. I shouldn't run into an issue. Remick, we built out a model that uses AI to do technical analysis on charts and give breakdowns and positioning. It shouldn't be used exclusively as your it shouldn't be used exclusively as your tool and your strategy, but it should reaffirm and maybe call out things that you don't see. So it's supposed to be an added benefit, not an exclusivity tool. Um, Remick, we've been making money with this, and people have been making money with it for like 8 days now in like the thousands. So we're in early stages. We're just trying it out. We're having a good time. We're being open-minded this morning. Some of us are. Yeah, Veed, but if I do that, then what's the point of using it for? I mean, I could, yeah, I could put limits on it, but CJ, no, they don't need to be a specific size, but like if you're looking at the 1 minute chart and you try to do this right here, like being able to see the micro stuff and the price points isn't going to work. So I mean, there's just no way you can read it. Nothing, no way anything can read it. So like on the 1 minute somewhere in here, so like you can actually see where the tick marks are. Yeah, dynamics. That's what it gave me too, was a short. And then it gave me a short down here. And then it immediately went here. So we'll see. So here's the retest on ES on the 5-minute orb. See what the 1 minute's doing here. CJ, no, you don't. You don't have to have indicators on. I'm sure it helps, but I don't. Yes, when the third candle does. So it would have been this one, and then now at this point they've overtaken it, and it looks like they're coming for this gap here. So we'll have to see if this one fills. I almost clicked the button right here too. I was ready to go in because there was a big fair value gap, and was ready to go in, but I was waiting for this one to close, and the gap still remained right there. I was hoping this would have popped down further. But technically, if I wasn't running this account so close because there's a payout next week, I would have went in right here at the top. But it's reversing right now, so yeah, I like the midline right in here is like the most nerve-wracking watch. There's kind of your midline, give or take. Yeah. Does Apex work there, Shiraz? Because that would be this one that I'm on here is an Apex account. Oh, we got stopped out. So that's our first loss with QuantCrawler. 75% win rate. That's our first loss. Damn it. That's fine. Let's see what gold's doing. Let's see if there's a play on gold this morning. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's kind of hard to make a decision when you start up here, you go down here, and now you're midway point back. I'm wondering if someone out there knows news that we don't know, because like I had mentioned at the start of the stream um that there was rumors of the government shutdown ending from Politico. Akula, yeah. So I have Tradeovate sync through for Apex into TradingView, so I can trade off these with the indicators and the charts and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, Adam, 75 isn't bad, but I wanted to just stay 100%. I don't want to lose ever. I know, but dang it, man. I wanted to go back to back live days winning in the morning. But that's okay. It happens. Can't win every day. If you win every day. Yeah, Akula, I don't know what the news is right now. I don't have any news running. I should get on X, but see, Hey Yash, did you get stopped out or are you pulling back right now? Because this would be your play right here if it's gonna go. I'm not gonna take this trade today. I'm gonna let it sit because anything over 52.5 I get a payout on Monday. So I'm just gonna secure this $1,400. Good, Yash, good. Yeah, so this had to be a little nerve-wracking, but this should be good. Keep going. Give us that indicator. Good, good. I haven't ran it Gherkin in gold yet because I'm trying to figure out, I'm trying to get this fixed right here, get this back up and running. Is how this is supposed to work is when it backfeeds to the API calls to ChatGPT when it hits the limit, it's supposed to have an overflow when that happens to have the second tier kick in, and that's actually supposed to connect into another AI that's supposed to help break down the technical analysis with it, but that didn't happen, so that's obviously broken. Akula, I do notice some lag, especially when I'm in trades. I notice the lag doesn't always thanks to your chat GPT, just top tick the high Enzo. Dude, that's a good day. Um I'm sorry, I'm just going back to it. The data is different. Yeah, but like my price doesn't update as quick, and my charts seem to like they seem to really glitch where like you think like there's a massive buy, but it's not. If you're looking like I've looked at two different charts side by side, and it's just really weird. It seems like there's a lag, so like you can't see live price action as well as you would like when you're looking at a different chart. So yeah, Snowman, I gotta lose once, right? At least 75%. That's disgusting. So what is that, a 7 in the beginning? Ew. Shiraz, I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Um, yeah, Yash, that I we just with it just rolling out yesterday, I didn't expect to have the limits as quick as I've hit the limits. So I am gonna set up quite a bit this weekend. I'm gonna have to figure that part out. Um, so Gherkin, I tried last night. So I went into Stripe last night to try and get PayPal integrated, and Stripe doesn't work with PayPal anymore. So I'm going to redo the checkout screen or the subscribe screen. Like it's really weird to me because Stripe won't accept PayPal according to their helpline, but they let me set up a wallet and I can have crypto deposited, like stable coins like USDC and stuff like that. Um, so I don't know how they do that for subscription purposes, because they normally just like auto draft them. But I'm gonna figure out the PayPal integration this weekend. I just need a separate button on there for PayPal. Like if you're on Stripe and it says like your pay not seeing your payment method, click here, and it'll take you to a different page where you can select it. But I have to build it out, and that's on my weekend plan. It's on my list. Um, Big Willis, trade live every day. No, I don't. I actually just went live for the first time this week, and wanted to just trade. So, I don't know what our schedule is going to be yet, but I'm going to kind of identify an actual schedule this weekend as well. But I want to do at least 2 days a week. Yeah, Kevin. So I built this app called QuantCrawler that started over here on ChatGPT. That's kind of where I've built up kind of my channel. Is we built this and I passed some funded accounts with it, exclusively using it, and basically get to a point where we're uploading a 15-minute, 5-minute, and a 1-minute chart of whatever we're looking at, and then this GPT is programmed in to analyze and give you recommendations, not tell you exactly what to do. It will tell you what to do, but like you should have a strategy, and this should just be reaffirming your strategy. So like we uploaded MNQ, and it lost this morning, so this actually wasn't a good one. But It'll tell you based on what it's seeing, recommended entry zone, the stop loss, and the target zone, and the direction that it's expected to go down is short based on what it can see on the charts we uploaded. You can see on MNQ, it did reverse. And well, now it's corrected, of course, because we got stopped out, so it corrected. Yeah, we got stopped out right up here, and it immediately went down. So that's great. And didn't I move the stop loss down? Isn't that my fault? Like, wasn't our stop loss higher and I moved it down? Yeah, Akula, I think you're right on the data part. I do think you're right. Yash, I'm thinking about you. Are you still here? How's this looking? You got to be getting kind of close, hopefully somewhere. I don't know where your take profit is, but you got to be close. Just use PayPal as Stripe, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Justin, I think that's what I'm gonna do. The fees are relatively the same too on my end. So I think really because PayPal is obviously worldwide and PayPal will allow crypto, they'll allow they'll allow a lot more. So yeah, Hector, that's crazy. Good, Yash. Where are you at on here? You gotta be, are you getting close or did you enter at like the bottom here? No, you entered here, third candle. 6651. Okay. Oh, so you're down here a ways still. It's still got to go. All in next week. Hector, I get nervous when I read that. What do you mean by all in? Like you're gonna full port something, just everything. There it goes. Oh, yes, that's that's funny. Yeah, I was looking at ES1, so that's why I was that's funny. Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah, that's way better. That's a way better approach. I wasn't gonna say anything on ES, but I'm like, ugh, yikes. Robin, on pretty much all of these, like this is TradingView, there's a camera button here and you can just click copy image. And then even like in TopStep, you just click this camera right here and do copy image and you can just do it that way. Or the hotkeys Control Shift S and it'll take it. This makes me really mad. But it's good though too. So yeah. Yeah, but the we weren't set like that though on here. Like our pricing is way better for this, for what I was looking at for him. But I know what you're saying, yeah. So Rami, I lost it because I moved the stop loss down, didn't I? This is you took the same one with me. TP and stop loss just hit the TP. Yeah, I just moved it. I did. I and why did I do that? Well, I just followed what it said, right? I mean, I didn't I move it down to what this told me 25035, which was like right 035. Well, obviously we got ticked out right here. Okay. Let's see. Let's check that. Let's look. Oh, smokes. This is a really good example right here if you would have done the 5-minute orb. You would have been 930. You would have been boom boom. Fair value gap created right there. That's crazy though. What's going on? Love to hear that, Charles. Well, you want to see what my quant crawler gave me this morning? An error. This one didn't though. This one was just wrong. Gherkin, it's there's got to be something today. There's got to be some kind of news coming out that we don't know. These things being pushed. I think gold is. Actually, I'll look at gold over here. I really want to do a gold play, but I don't want to force anything. Let's just do a hypothetical. I'm gonna upload this to chat and see what it would say, and then just mark it out. I don't, unless we start to feel really confident, I don't think I would take it, but. Let's see. See, this is one right here. When QuantCrawler tells me something like this, descending triangle setup, I like to come over here I like to see if it's actually right. So when you come over here into trading view, you can go to indicators and then click all chart patterns. And I try to see where it's identifying, because the all chart patterns will tell you like this is in it's rising wedge the whole way. So I'm wondering where it's seeing, because it quoted out to me, what it say? Descending triangle setup. Like it's not identifying on that one. Triangle on the 15-minute. I just like to see if it's right. If it pulls patterns and it likes to say it. No, Yash, I'm not gonna do it on this one. I would do it on this TopStep one. I wouldn't do it on the one with the payout next week. Kevin, yeah, you can, if you go to my website, which is just aaronandai.com, you can click QuantCrawler, and this one will pull you right into the GPT. Or next week, this one will be back up and running better. I just created QuantCrawler.com the last couple of days and pushed it live yesterday, and we've already hit caps. So, yeah, Johnny, I typically don't like Fridays, man. I typically don't like them. That's why I'm going to kind of just shadow trade this one. So, entry zone 4004. We've already kind of passed that. We're below. Target zone 3994. Let's just mark out if it would have the target zones right. Wait. What? Target zone 3994. That have us making, it's going to have us go into this to make like to 3987 at the lowest. Entry zone. And our stop at 4011. Those are the only ones I'm going to track in this. I just want to see. Oh, let me at least make it. Just redraw that whole line. Yeah, Hector, well, I thought the news today was going to be like government shutdown news, but this thing came back. Oh my gosh, dude. I thought you were gonna be the signs are there too. That's the crazy thing is like that just I would have lost to like I would have lost ES today, obviously, with you losing this one. Like I would have made this same play though. Like that my strategy, the indicators were there of how I would have played it and it just would have been a loss. That's crazy. Yeah, that's insane. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, I am back. Willis, I'm just catching up on NQ. You got in the trade after the first FGU. I didn't do no on NQ this morning on MNQ. I just used QuantCrawler. Yeah, Akula, his he does the break and retest. And yeah, that one would have worked today. He's kind of the first one that I started following that was talking about the orb. Um, and his is cool. Just so you guys know what that one is. He's got a really cool YouTube channel. You guys could check that out. I think it's just RP Profits. And he does his a little bit different. Like I mark out the first 5-minute candle, which is what this is right here. But he does the 8 to 8:15 15-minute candle. So he does this one right here. And then he waits for a break and retest. And the reason he does the 8 to 8:15 is because at 8 o'clock is when pre-market opens, and that's where like the institutions start investing their money. Like retail traders can't get in until 9:30. And so the institutions can start playing with money right here. So he sets a 15-minute and then he goes down to the 1-minute chart and he does the break and retest. So he doesn't go in until 9:30, which would be here, and he waits for the break and then he waits for the retest, which would be close enough right there, and he enters right there. So he would enter a short because it dipped down below, and then right here he would enter. And like if you were doing his strategy today and you did enter in right here and he sets his stop loss at the midpoint, or a lot of times it was right there, 9 to 18. So you would have had risk 500 to make 1,000. You would have had that. Bye Ash, have a good day. Thank you. So in this strategy right here, you would have won if you were doing the break and retest. It's like even if you got really aggressive and went to the top 1550 and well, you wouldn't have, that would have been too aggressive, but the midpoint to like right there, yeah. So that would have worked. Yeah, no, I know on the XAU, I just was I was gonna switch over to it and then I got distracted about the RP Profits one. I like that guy. He's a cool guy. He seems to have, I don't know. He's one of those guys too. He's flashy. He's got an awesome Lamborghini and stuff like that, but he has a reason to show it because I mean, he's made millions of dollars. You can see his trades. He's made millions of dollars doing it. Not glazing the guy or anything, just from watching his videos for the last little bit. Gherkin, are you talking gold like tied to the dollar, the XAU one, or just like GC? But I mean the orb essentially could work with anything, really. I don't think there's anything the orb wouldn't work with besides like small cap crypto coins and stuff like that because they're so volatile and unpredictable. I don't remember when we would have entered this. When did we have this chat? Okay, so 7:15. So I didn't mark where we would have went in at on here to see if this would have. Put a line like here and say entry. Yeah, Lionel. I mean, I'm sure you could use it for pretty much anything that's not highly volatile. I think. Yeah, yeah, he does. He does have funny hair, but he changes it a lot. Sometimes it's like the curly fro, and sometimes it's full on cornrows, and yeah. Or sometimes he wears like that bonnet thing. That's what I call it. What is the best time window for orb decision? I've seen 5, 10, 15. Clipster, I think it really just comes down to to what you want. Well, I'll tell you a situational thing, and I probably need to make a better explainer video on this that just so people know, because I mine kind of varies, but I always typically go off the 5 minute. The reason why I don't use the 15 minute is because, like, just as an example right here, if you were to use this 15-minute window of the, like, if you did opening range 9:30 open orb, like, look at how big that gap is. You're going from 67.23 all the way down to 66.91. So this is like a 30-point opening range window. So it's too big to then, like, to me, I don't want to watch that the whole time. Like, if you were looking at, all right, I'm going to wait for my break, like, it's barely broken out and then immediately reclaimed on a 1 minute, barely broke out, immediately back. So when it's that big of a window, I just, like, the point spread is too big to even have any plays present themselves. So that's why I do the 5 minute open. But like the guy we're talking about, RP Profits, he does the 15 minute from 8 to 8:15, and he's insanely successful at it. So I think it really just comes down to preference. But having a window this big, I would never trade this because, well, you would never get a trade. I mean, you'd maybe have like 3 days out of the month, 3, 4, 5 days maybe, where you could do something, like, because there's a 30-point gap. So if you were just doing the 5 minute, like, which is what I look at, it would be better. I don't know why this isn't popping up. I normally have. Oh, it went away. Oh my gosh, all my settings are gone and everything. What the heck happened? Yeah. Hi. Yeah, it's his style, I guess. Great trader. Yeah, Lionel. I mean, if the guy, yeah, if the guy makes good trades, then he's a great trader and makes money. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess I can't speak on him as a person, but I mean, from a financial standpoint, as a trader, you make money and you're profitable, and that's all you do, and it's your full-time job. I'd say you're a great trader. Yeah, it just depends. I don't, I don't fall into revenge trading. Like, if I make a trade and something presents itself again, then you can. It just depends on your risk for the day and what you're wanting to do. Like, for me, when I, like, on this account, if I go in for $500 and I lose it, I don't touch it again. Like, even if the most beautiful opportunity presents itself, I don't do it. Like, I could have made more money, but I just don't. Because then I fall into, like, I can do it again. I can do it again. And then it's like, then the gambling. Bye, Maddie. Have a good day. Then, like, the gambling side of it kicks in, where it's like, I can do it again. I can do it. And it's not healthy for me. So I just don't do it. Lionel, if I guess I'm trying to understand where you're coming from. I would say this. So I'm a great trader since 5 years ago. If you make money full time and you don't do anything else and you just trade and it supports your lifestyle, your living, and pays your bills, you're a great trader. Do you know how many people fail at day trading? Like, the win percentage of people who actually do this for a living is so small that anybody who does it full time and can pay their bills with it, you're absolutely a great trader. This is very hard to do. It's not like like, okay, here's an example. I've been a mortgage broker for 15 years, and I have to, like, in my entire career, I've closed thousands and thousands of real estate transactions, and not one time have I met anybody who I say, "What do you do for work?" Because you're wanting to buy a house, that says, "I'm a day trader," or "I'm an investor." Like, I've never met anybody who has done this successfully. I know plenty of people who have tried it, but they don't do it full time. So that's what I mean. And I don't in my head, like a great trader is not somebody who makes $1 million. Like if you make $1 million, then you're a great trader. But until then, you're just kind of a middle of the road trader. Like if the technical definition of a professional is if what you do pays your bills, you would be a professional. So yeah, if you're paying your bills and your lifestyle is supported and your family's supported and you live the life you want to live and you do it by day trading, you're a professional day trader. Like that would be the technical term for it. Like I've just never met anybody who does it. So yeah, I absolutely think if you've done this for 5 years and you pay all your bills, you're 100% a fantastic trader because most people fail. So like 100%. Excuse me, sorry. Yash, I mean how you played it today is how I've passed accounts. Um yeah, I mean it just got stopped out. Like in the month of October, I took 11 trades, I won 6 and I lost 5, but I was still profitable. Like I still made $3,500. So, um yeah, I mean some days you win and some days you lose. It just it's just how it is. Now I just be careful with the revenge trading. That's where people get stuck. So, oh, Johnny, let's go look. I just saw your chat. Sorry. Let's see if it would have worked on NQ today if you do the 15-minute from 8 to 8:15. Uh, I can. It looks like it would have worked. Maybe not. Well, yeah, I think it would have. If you do his strategy, yeah, you certainly would have chopped around. See, his thing is that he waits for a retest. So you would have broke below. I mean, I guess technically it would have retested, but it'd be hard to count this over 4 minutes opening as a retest to me. But it just never retouched. Let me make sure I marked that out right. Did I mark that out? Is that the first 15-minute? Yeah, the 8 to 8:15. Okay. I guess even this one was similar. Just seems like all these other ones that have had good movement, and this one just kind of chopped all the way through. But yeah, it wouldn't have had a retest. Oh, the 15-minute block. 1 minute candle, then retested the 15-minute block. Nice, Gherkin. Yeah, Lionel, I get what you're saying. Limit myself to one trade a day as well. Yeah, so Yash, the other thing like with TopStep that I like is like if I were done for the day, and I think I am, I would click this button for manual lockout and just click all day. And then you can't take any other trades, so you can't mess your account up. If you think, hey, I'm gonna try and get this back, and then you lose again, and it kind of pisses you off, you can go in and just lock yourself out, so you can't touch it till the next trading day. It's one of the biggest benefits to this that I think more people need to use that they don't. It's kind of get out of their own way, you know. Like you said, the 931 candle broke out, but could you count that as a valid retest? Yeah, that's the tough part. Is like, I mean, kinda like somewhere on NQ in here, maybe right here. But that's not like to me. A breakout needs to be like a full, or at least like a half a big body candle closure. Like the I don't know. Yeah, this one would have been tough. Now this is a proper break and retest on ES. Breakout, retest, breakout, retest. This is actually testing the midpoint, and now it's breaking back out again. Retest, breakout, retest. Well, let's watch it and see. Clipster, how do I decide when to get QuantCrawler to review a trade? Anytime I'm not trading out of the 5-minute orb, opening break, I use QuantCrawler just as like a affirmation type thing, like just reaffirm what I'm looking at and let me know. But I mean, you can just use it at your discretion. You could use it all the time. You could use it never. You could use it once a day. It's just, you don't want it to think for you because it's just going off raw data. A tattoo on your forearm, the one I've had for a couple years. Clipster, you're welcome. I know that probably wasn't as helpful as you wanted it to be, but that's just the best answer I have. Can we use futures charts but trade the same asset in Forex? You can upload any chart you want to it, and it should give you a breakdown. It's not set to just give you analysis on just on futures. Anything you upload a chart to, it'll talk to you about it. Oh yeah. With what instrument should I use this strategy? I'm confused, by the way. Yash, what strategy are you talking about? Are you talking about the opening range break, or are you talking about using QuantCrawler? You're talking about the opening range break. You kind of have to back test it and see if it presents itself. So if like I know that the 5-minute opening range break works on ES. I know that it works on NQ. I know it works on things like that. But if you have a specific one you would want to backtest it to confirm that it works. Oh yeah, opening range and fair value gap. You if it's not ES, I've tested it on ES and NQ, and I know that it works because I've used it. So if you were to use it on something other than that, I wouldn't know the answer to it, but in theory, it would work on anything. Um, you would just want to backtest it if you have one that you watch specifically or you know how the chart moves and just see if it does. But in TradingView, you can backtest stuff and go check it. Murdad, you don't need to have any indicators on there. If you don't want to, like when I upload the charts, I have the VWAP volume and then the EMA for the 220, the moving average. That's it. I don't. It's not supposed to take any indicators into account because it's not supposed to be like swayed if you have an indicator that's incorrect. But I mean, I guess in theory, it probably does see it. Sorry guys, I'm just talking with support over here on this other screen to try and figure out getting all these limitations moved and upgraded. And they're giving me a hard time because I just set all this stuff up 48 hours ago. Come on. All right. Disagreeable. It gave me a losing trade, which is fine. But then the website hit its limits in the first 24 hours. So I'm in the process of talking with everybody to get limits upgraded right now. So it's technically down. It probably won't work if you try it, which is a bummer. But I used the Chat GPT version and it gave me a losing trade, so that kind of sucked. But we're still on this one, though. We're 75% win rate, but we've only taken 4 trades. But in total, we're still up. And then I did another analysis to just have it let me know where it's at here and just kind of seeing if it would have been right. We would have entered right here at this line. And yeah, it called a short, so this would have been our take profit. So we're just kind of tracking it. Yeah, Alex, absolutely, man. I love to hear that. That's awesome. Yeah, Alex, it's awesome for that, huh? Like we're back. Sorry, Alex. I will get right back with you. We're up and running. Sorry for the delay. Oh, no, four trades in total. This is our chart down here. We did I did 2 trades yesterday and I did 2 trades today. One of these technically is last night. It's gold, where we actually you can see here it was November 6th, but it was today's trading day, $72. And then this one right here, if I wouldn't have moved the stop loss down to 147 and would have left it at the 200 it quoted me, we actually would not have lost. I just adjusted the stop loss because because I did. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to get some more coffee. 2 minutes. Okay. I'm back. Sorry, guys. More coffee this morning. Yash, it's almost bedtime. Yeah, no coffee for you right now. Don't do that. Um, some green tea. Disagreeable. I'm not a tea guy. I've tried it. It's not my thing. But thank you, Lionel. I appreciate that. Yash, I actually am going to be working on I'm going to be working on a Discord server. If you guys see someone pop in here named Ultron, I need to email them back. I am going to hire them to help me build out a Discord server that will be free. There won't be any paid anything in there, but it'll be a place, kind of community builder, where people can talk and share trades that worked, wins, losses. Contact me directly quickly if anything's going on. One trade win, had to switch to 1-to-1. That's fine, Gracie. You didn't lose money. Yeah, Gracie, I was talking about that earlier when we first started, that I don't like trading on Fridays because Fridays can go one way or another. And if you guys really, towards the end of the day, want to keep your eye on something, just watch what happens with NQ and ES and then compare that to gold, because I'm pretty sure sorry guys. Hey Jason, how you doing? I'm pretty sure it was Disagreeable yesterday was talking about this, that he said in the chat that it's very weird that yesterday NQ and gold were trending the same way. Like normally when the market is down, gold is up because people are pulling out of like NQ, they're pulling out of that and they're putting money into gold. They typically don't trend the same way. So is what you'll kind of see most likely today, I'm assuming, is NQ will be up or down, and gold will be the opposite of that. If people are going to offload money before the weekend or have an influx of money, gold will come down and NQ will go up, or NQ will go down and gold will go up going into the weekend. So I wouldn't be positioned too late in the day. That's just my one piece of advice, is just with Fridays, be really careful. Justin, when you come to Vegas, make you a proper cup of British tea and bring you to the dark side. I don't know. You could try. It's gonna take a lot of work, man. I I don't know. I like green tea with a little bit of honey every once in a while, but I only do that when I'm sick, and I haven't done that in years, so that's how much I love it. GPT's advice like at any time or just when? Oh, he's asking him. Yash, are you asking me, do I use the GPT's advice anytime or just when I use the orb? Well, I can tell you this. I don't use the orb breakout is just my strategy and what I do. I don't use anything GPT or QuantCrawler related when it comes to that. So yeah, I don't mess with that at all during that time. The only reason when I've been live in the morning is I just want to show QuantCrawler what it's capable of. Like I said, unfortunately, we lost this morning, but um, only one cup will do it. uh, all right. The next time I'm in Vegas, I will let you know. My wife and I come to Vegas a couple times a year. Well, probably 1 or 2 times a year. It's a quick little getaway for us, only a 2 hour flight, so it's really easy, and we get away from the kids for a couple days. I think it's Ted Lasso. Yeah. Have you looked at the initial balance trade works on the first hour like an orbit definitely goes level to level? No, I haven't looked at that, Justin. Yeah, Lionel, I think if I remember right, I think Yash tried to do that, but it's the PayPal thing. And he can't get Stripe on there to work and PayPal integration. So I'm working on that this weekend. Knight, do I take any trades on Fridays at all? Yeah, I'm not against Fridays. I think on Fridays I am way too scared isn't the right word because I'm not scared to trade. The volatility is a lot on Fridays typically. I think the days I've been burned the most is probably Fridays. So not to scare anyone off of what they're doing today, but that just is. Jack, I fixed it. It should be working. I just did it a minute ago, right here. We hit the limits overnight on the API calls. I didn't expect to have the influx of people already. Um, I I will tell you guys this. Let me refresh it. Just to show you why I was unprepared. I thought I was gonna put this up and there was gonna be like 25 or 30 people maybe that signed up for it. So I'm like, oh, I don't need to worry about it. Um, on this latest refresh, there's over 373 people that have signed up, and it's only been up for 18 hours. So I wasn't prepared right out the gate. Like I wasn't gonna just go in and pay for a whole bunch of like increased limits when I didn't know what the demand was gonna be. So we literally have 12 times the amount of signups and people using it that I thought we were gonna get, and it hasn't even been 24 hours. So um, I that's kind of also why I gave everybody a 30-day trial when you sign up, because right now my email would be exploding of people like, I want a refund, cancel, give me my money back. Um, Everybody also kind of gets a 30-day trial because everyone kind of has to go through the bumps and bruises with me. Like I'm a one-man show building this, and I'm trying to get everything start charging now. Gracie. But everyone's on a 30-day trial. I mean, I could take the trial off now for new people that sign up where they just have to pay right away. And like the first 350 are on a 30-day trial, and now the trial's gone. But that that wouldn't be fair to the people who just happen to show up late. And we're not even 24 hours into it being up. All right, let me check again, Jack. They just told me it was fixed, and then I tried it. So let me do it and see if I get similar, because they told me that I was going to be good, and they increased the limits. No, Gracie, I'm not taking anybody's trial off. Jack, I just did it again right here. I see MGC. What's your risk? 1 to 2 risk to reward trade setup right here. What can you tell me? Do you get an error code or does it just say? I just tried again, still the same error. Let me find your other chat just so I can look at it. Error connecting to analysis service. Why? Error connecting to analysis service. Um, Yash, in like over this year, it's right around 55%. But keep this in mind though. You have to remember with the 55% on the win rate, everything I'm doing is always at minimum a 2 times reward. So if I win 55% of the time, but I'm getting double, like I'm making profit versus the losing times I'm losing 500, but every time I win I'm making 1,000. So right around that 55%. But I also don't trade every single day. Like in the month of October, I took 11 trades. I won 6, I lost 5. So I was kind of saying this yesterday too. Like I don't think there's a strategy out there that wins every single day. Like if someone says I have a strategy that I can use 5 days a week, the perfect trade presents itself and it works every single day, I absolutely think that's bullshit. Like I don't think anybody trading does that. Um that's just my take on it. Like I said, I trade 10, 11. Sorry, I got distracted because my phone popped up. Someone in comments just cussing me out on a video, telling me I'm an absolute idiot. I'll have to get back to that one later. I'm not gonna say I love comments like that, but like I'm not to talk about myself. Like I'm genuinely such a nice person, and I just try to help. And then people come in my comments all the time. They're just like, "You're an idiot. I can't believe you're even talking about this. You have no idea what you're doing." It's like, well, I make money doing it, trading. Like I'm profitable. I've done it for a while, and I don't think I'm an idiot. You speed run all my videos in a night. Well, I appreciate your support, Yash. You can speed run them a couple times a day if you want to help the views. You could do that. I'm just kidding. Um, Murdad, add a list of the programmed assets to my website. Of the tickers that are in there for the cost, so you know what's in there so it can calculate your pricing. Because that's on my list to do. To get like a PDF, you should ban them. No, night I if I ban the people who are angry and critique and want to give feedback like that, then I'm no different than everybody else who can't take feedback. So, um, I don't care if they get really aggressive. Like if they really are overdoing it, I'll just cut them out. That's fine. But no one's done that. But yeah, I don't care if people want to critique it. Everyone has their own opinion. Doesn't mean they're right, but yeah, people like that most likely I'll just be like, no, man, like we're not doing that. Does it have something to do with Hong Kong IP? Oh, Jack, yeah, it will because is what it does is it pings Chat GPT first and then it goes to its backup service. But if it doesn't get the error code that is programmed in from Chat GPT, then it won't kick over to the other one. So that's probably what it is. I'll write that down and figure out a workaround if I can. But that's why you're getting that, and I apologize. I didn't know that was going to happen. I actually didn't know Chat GPT was banned in Hong Kong. And honestly, its backup service is DeepSeek. So it should kick over to the backup service of DeepSeek running and executing the analytics prompts that are all in there. But it's not getting the call to get to DeepSeek. So it'd probably work for you if I did that. So I just need to put in a better bypass. So I won't be able to do that today, but I should have it ready for you by Monday. Yeah, Jim, I know. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't bug me. I think it's funny. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it does bug me. But that also is whatever, man. I've been a critic before too. Like I've went on to somebody's video and just blatantly told them they're wrong because I felt like they were, and then they proved to me that I was wrong and they were right, and it's fine. I mean, maybe you're just having a bad day. I give everyone the benefit of the doubt. If it's a consistent thing where every video I post over multiple days they're going to be in there, then I'll just remove them. But um I just yeah, maybe they're just having a bad day. I shouldn't judge them off one bad day. Yeah. You're my 2 times profit. you're my 1 to 2 risk to reward. Yeah, you could just use a VPN. Yeah, Jack. I'll try to have that done by Monday. Um, Randy, the help desk is me. So you got me right here. I'm live. How can I help? But no, you can send me an email right here. I put this button in this morning that says, oh, I don't think you guys can actually see that. Because I have the banner here. Hang on, let me take this banner off. Down here at the bottom, there's technical problems. Send me an email. And when you click that, your default mail will pop up, and it will come to Aaron at QuantCrawler, and you can send it to me. But I don't get any analytics because I haven't actually built in like a ticket desk that will pull the issue you're having. That again has to be something I'm building out this weekend as well. So Harrison, that's awesome. Quant gave me 2 targets on MNQ for today, and I hit both. That's great. I love to hear stuff like that. I love hearing about the wins. We lost, but it's my fault. So, um, dang man, let's upload this chart and see. Maybe there'll be a play. We're not going to push anything, but let's see if there's a play here. Thank you. Um, Stars into New York session, and it's Friday, which I don't like trading Fridays. Maybe that'll tell it to be overly over scrutinize the play potentially. 1 to 2 and risking. We'll do 200. Risk entry 24,814. We're not quite there yet. Stop. That doesn't seem right. Is that really how those numbers are going to work? That's going to be too much. I'm not doing 200 points and 400 points on. I'm in 3 funded, TopStep 50K and 2 funded. My funded futures 50. That's awesome. I was having a good time until the haters showed up. I'll check back another time. Oh, who's doing that? Yeah, give it some extra stuff on the currency. All right, so this said entry. No, I don't like it. Oh, I I gotcha, Adam. I gotcha. Okay. Kind of walked into that. What am I doing now? Had a loss. Right now I am uh right now I was watching gold just to see earlier the call that it gave us. This actually it told us to go did it tell us to go short? Yeah, it told us on gold to go short and gave us this breakdown, and this is what it would have been. So we would have went short. So this actually would have been our stop loss, which isn't looking too great right now. But I was going to do another trade, but nothing. It's Friday and nothing's really showing up. So we went in. I'm the reason we lost because the human side of me moved the stop loss too low. $9.18. I've experienced more wins using QuantCrawler using the indicators you have set up. It takes those into account. Okay, well that's good to know because yeah, no one's told me that. And again, it's not supposed to take any indicators into account, but I guess it does. Brand, it told you to go long earlier today on which one? On the one we were looking at on MNQ? I gotcha. You used talk today about them when giving advice. Interesting. Okay. Changing insights. So yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things we were talking about yesterday in the live about the Discord server is being able to have a group that can or like a chat, like a room essentially in there that can cross check what the data is. Like if I say right now, hey, I'm uploading a 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 minute on MGC, can someone cross test this with me to like see if I upload it, if you're going to get similar or close. Like, because the worst thing that would happen would be 2, 3 people upload the same screenshots, similar, same time, like within a minute of each other. And then one person gets told to go short and the other 2 people get told to go long. And then the data crosses. And then figuring out the discrepancy of like how that happened and then diving into that deeper. So like that's the part that I'm probably the most curious about, is side by side testing and being able to just screenshot and compare. But I also will have a way on the back end of the website when people click to email the stuff to themselves. That's going to save on a server, and then I'll be able to see like if people are doing MGC at the same time or MNQ at the same time or whatever they're doing at within the same similar time frame, if you're getting the same output. ES's analysis didn't work. Do you find? No, I just think today is kind of a weird day. I don't notice any major inconsistencies, honestly, but for real, backtesting QC today, it works really well. So far, no losses. Can't wait. Start using it on my phone. Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad to hear it. Thanks for being here. Gave it a short analysis option, but it had a much lower confidence. Yeah, it's built to have, if you give it 3 charts, like if the 1 minute is not in line with the 5 and the 15, it reduces the confidence level down pretty heavily. And I told it to weight it different. If it's not like a unanimous direction, it needs to adjust the confidence level, because this is the other thing I've noticed with the confidence level with it. Every confidence level seems to be above 70%. Like it never gives me anything and says, "Hey, go long here." Confidence level 52%. Like I've never seen it give me anything in the 50s or probably even the 60s. So the confidence model has to be worked on a little bit to be maybe a little more strict, because most of the stuff I get, it's either between 70 and 85%. So that needs to be like fixed somehow. Well, nothing's wrong with it, I don't think, but like there needs to be more variables taken in for how it's creating its confidence percentage. And yeah, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so is what it is basically I back tested I went back to 2023 and looked at a whole bunch of different analytics trades details on. I back tested it with TradingView. I did a whole bunch of stuff. I loaded that in to a couple of different programs and kind of found the similarities of data and all of that, and then the trades that it took, and all of these different types of strategies all kind of put into one. And then I started prompting, and then I started getting it going, and then I built out custom prompts, and then I hired somebody to build custom prompts as well that are like highly, like the guy, his job is a prompt engineer. That's what he does. And he built a prompt. Like there are people out there that build really good prompts and all of that. Like I've never seen a prompt like this, and I've never been able to replicate it. There are people who are true professionals at prompt engineering. And so then he built me a custom prompt, and then that was in the original model. And then I hired him again to revise that same prompt, and now it is in the new model on the website. So it's like it's a blend of everything, of like high data research and back testing and all the analytics from that, and then prompted. And yeah, so it's a big melting pot. I've seen 68% lowest, I think. Okay. Yeah, I may have seen that like in the 60s somewhere, but it would be like one time. Like I don't remember it. On MES, I just didn't like the price action, so I stayed out. It just hit both targets on the sells. Damn. Yeah, I've had to go both ways with QuantCrawler, the cheap the chat GPT version and on the website where I'm like I see it and I'm like I don't like that. And if I would have taken it, it would have been 100% right. And then I've also been like I don't like that and then it's worked out. We're like glad I didn't do that. Yeah, I could do that, but a lot of times when people are doing this, they don't keep the chat up the whole entire time, so it would be after the fact. But I've thought about that. Like when you click took this trade, there will be another pop-up box that says email has been sent. Is this trade finalized? Like, or like yeah, was this trade a win or a lose for you? Like some kind of pop-up where it's just a one-click button, and then the analytics will start on the back end. Um, but then at that point, it's hard to base that off the analytics because it's like the honor system, right? The trust system of is everybody just going to say they always win or is everybody just going to say they always lose? And did it actually win or lose? Um, so is what my real goal is when bar chart is integrated this weekend and going into next week that when someone clicks that button, the exact breakdown will go into a model essentially. That model will then act with the API calls to pull the details from that to from bar chart, and then bar chart will return the charts. It will then analyze like, hey, over this time frame, if I did this, would it have worked? And it's going to be set like on a delay, like to check 2 hours later, so it'll be after the time would have passed, to be like if anybody said did not take this trade, and then a follow-up email goes out that says, I mean, if you opt into the follow-up email because it could be annoying, um, that says, hey, you did not take this trade, but it did in fact hit, or you passed on this trade and good thing you did, it missed. And then start tracking analytics that way for an actual true win loss when people are doing this. Lionel, yeah, absolutely. You can email me on the you can email me at automatewithaaron@outlook.com, or you can email me through QuantCrawler as well. Whatever is best for you. 2,300 on yesterday's two QC trades and 75 on the one from this morning. Stop loss a little higher. Hey, still got some profit. So nice work, Jim. That's awesome. Okay, Randy, yeah, please do. That way I can look into it. I don't have a ticket system built yet. Right here, you can see we would have stopped out on this trade if we were doing it in MGC. Randy, I don't have a ticket system built out yet, but I am going to be implementing one so I can actually, when you click that, you'll be able to input it and I can see what the errors are. I haven't built that out yet, so. Vidush, yeah, I did get that the other day. I just haven't got back to anybody. I've been so busy trying to get this going, but it's on my list. Night, I believe on ChatGPT to use the GPT, you have to have Plus, which I think is the $20 version. I don't know if they ever changed that to where free users can use it. They may have. I'm not sure. I haven't had a free account on there for a while to test, but I'm pretty sure it's the $20 a month version to access the GPTs. The French guy. Got it. It's fine. It's fine. Big breakdown. We had a fair value gap. Didn't take it. would have set my stop loss, I would have lost. So I would have set it here, like the midpoint. This would have ticked me out. Break down below, retest would have been another entry here, potential. Wait for it to break below again. So breakout, retest. So if you're doing the break and retest model, I mean, you would have absolutely killed these trades today. Like, you could have ran your stop loss all, or it would have been a stop profit. You could have ran that all the way down, just trailing down as it went too. That's crazy. See, days like this make me mad, but I'm like, I can't look at it like this, but I do. But I also, this wouldn't have been my model either. This would have been a break and retest model. Like, there wouldn't have been a fair value gap anywhere in here, and that's how I do it. Is gold booming right now? Yeah. But remember what I told you guys earlier? Look at NQ. NQ is down. Gold is up. People just repositioning, moving out and into metals on a Friday. So that's exactly what's happening too. If you would have doubled up if you would have went long, and then if you would have went short on NQ, you'd be like double winning right now. Yeah, massive. See, then even a 5-minute on NQ. Big fair value gap. Would have went in, let's say here. Stop loss bottom of the zone. Bottom of the zone here. No, it's not right. This is the bottom of the zone. No. This box is throwing me off. That's the one we were looking at earlier. Just set it. Yeah, if you would have set it on the zone, or on the break, not good. If you would have went just a hair above it, all good. 59.50 down to 120, you would have had your 1 to 2. Farua probably next week sometime. Dang, man. Couple missed trades. Willie, which one are you talking about? The 5-minute orb with a fair value gap? Because that's awesome. $1,200 today. That's a really, really good Friday. That's a damn good Friday. Yeah, 1 to 2s, man. That's great. Dude, congrats. That's a really good Friday. Clear all this out. That would have been a good thing we didn't take that, because we would have lost 2 today. Someone had a good Friday. Yeah, at least we hear finally someone had a good Friday. It was not me. It wasn't Yash. So use the 15. I've never tested, but I have settings for it. Yeah, I use the 5-minute opening range break, and then I wait for a fair value gap. If the fair value gap is presented off of like that third candle and closes, I then go in, whether it's bullish or bearish, but I wait for a fair value gap. Some people just do the breakout and it works. Some people do the break and retest, but I wait for a fair value gap. I wait for the fair value gap to be official, and then I go. I mean, I guess that's not always true. Sometimes I'll go in like mid candle. If you're looking at this here, a lot of people don't know this in TradingView. On this right hand side, where these numbers are,
or the cost is, this countdown ticker is how long until this candle closes, and then it moves on to the next one. So if the fair value gap, like this red one right here, if this one stays and it was going to keep going short, if it's like under a minute and a half on here, and I'm pretty confident that it's going to stay, then I'll just go in a little bit early. So I don't always wait for it officially to close. I should, if I wanted to be really true to my strategy, but if it's like under 90 seconds left until this 5-minute candle closes, I take it. Ever look at PineScript? Yeah, I actually, when I was backtesting stuff, I used Claude to build out the all of the strategies I was backtesting for QuantCrawler. Claude built out the PineScript like perfectly every single time. Pre-fire to fair value gap and it closed. Damn. Yeah. That's the downside is I'm like, all right, it's gonna be there. You click it and then it's immediately absorbed. You're like, shit. um Alessa, no, I don't have a gold strategy. I would assume you could use the 5-minute orb if you wanted to on there. I don't know if it would have worked, but I could look today and see. Probably wouldn't have with the way gold. Yeah, it wouldn't have worked. You wouldn't have had a fair value gap, but if you do the opening range breakout, this would be just fine right now. Yeah, yeah. It's getting ready for the big dance, huh? Oh, Matterman. So mine is what I do is I wait like I'll show you back here on ES because it was a good set. It was a good setup this morning, but it wouldn't have worked out. Mine is the 5-minute orb, the high and the low, and then I wait for a break either way, and then I also wait for a fair value gap to present itself. So right here, if you look off this candle, there would have been the fair value gap between this and this over this body. And then it would have been slightly eaten up here, and so I would have went in bearish because it was presented there. And I would have probably went in about here-ish, and I probably would have had my stop loss midpoint like that. This one would have ticked me out, but I would have went 16 to 32, like a 1 to 2, somewhere in there. And so in this scenario, I would have lost, but I wait for a fair value gap, and then once it's presented, I go in the same way the break. Yeah, there's a bunch of fair value gaps in gold right now, like a lot. Watch just a massive red candle just come in and clear it all. Yeah, you're welcome, Matterman. Of course. But again, I'll just show you guys too. Like we were talking. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I'm all over the place right now. We mentioned this earlier in here. If NQ and ES are down, gold most likely is going up. They don't go in the same direction. So I'm imagining before the weekend, people are pulling money out of here, positioning over here, but they don't go in sync with each other normally. It was weird that they did yesterday, but here comes a fair value gap clears. Probably not all the way, but maybe a little bit. Yeah, James, there is going to be. I'm actually writing down different categories, and I was going to talk to you guys about that next week as I start to finalize it. That was going to be my Monday morning. My Monday morning live is going over how and what we should have in the Discord, what people would want in there, and what's not necessary. I don't want it to be like I don't want to have a Discord channel where there's like 18 different things you can go into, and oh, don't post this here, post it over here. Is like general chat, and so just figuring stuff like that out. but there is going to be there's going to be a backtest request section basically where you can go in there and say, hey, this is my strategy. Like, I'm going to find people that are good at backtesting that would like to be a part of the community. There may be some compensation involved. I'm not sure. We have to figure out where that is. Like, money from QuantCrawler at the $10 a month will have to flow into helping build this community and paying people. It would be small. Like, it'd be a labor of love type thing, but let people go in there and post their strategy who don't know how to backtest and what they're thinking, and then find people who are good at backtesting to go in and actually say, hey, we'll backtest the last 6 months of this for you and give you your win percentage and say you need to fully break it down, fill out this essentially like a Google form almost. So we get all the details we would need and then backtest it for you and tell you, you would have a 40% win rate or something like that. So that's what I'm kicking around right now, but I want to open it up to everybody too. Probably do that on Monday and figure out like, what do we want to build out in there? What would you want to see? What would make you interested in being there? Because there's no point in joining another Discord just to have another Discord. Like, if you're just going to be another, like, yeah, you guys can chat here, like, nobody needs that. There's got to be value there. We just took the London high. Jason, are you talking about gold? That's what this is. Here's the London high. We're past it now. Waiting for it without any patience. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's awesome. I would love to I would love to lean on you guys for some help. And then, anything we can do to compensate, we will. Alyssa, I didn't enter gold on the New York session. If I trade gold, I normally like to trade it in the Asia session. I have better luck there because it's not as volatile. I know I could make more money probably in the New York session, but I won't be trading gold this morning. Yeah, Farua, that's fine with me. Man, I learned today that I didn't know ChatGPT was banned in Hong Kong. I don't know how well, I mean, I don't live there, so I wouldn't know, but I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, Sanji, it's just some people don't know how to backtest. Like, they have a strategy in their head that they like and they think it's profitable, but they don't track it. They don't actually know if it's profitable or not. And then they just do it and then they end up losing. They lose a funded account, they lose money, and then they just give up. And it's like, if you don't know if your strategy works and you don't know how to backtest it and you have no way to do that, then there's no way for you to make money at that point. So you have to backtest it. And if you don't, then you just are going to operate like, I really want to make this work, but if you use the wrong strategy the whole time. Web, we lost our first trade on the QuantCrawler exclusive funded accounts because of me. But I set our stop. I put $200 as the risk, and then I thought it set it too high, so I moved it down to like 147, and it ticked out. And if I would have left it, we would have been fine. But I haven't taken any other trades since. I don't think I'm going to today. I'm just kind of sitting here looking at charts and talking with you guys. But yeah, we're down 77. But in total, we're up almost $400 still. 75% win rate on 4 trades. So we've only lost 1. And you can see here today is the worst trade day. I went live for like 20 minutes last night, but I was having an issue with my mic. People kept telling me they couldn't hear me. That I was really quiet. So I was trying to figure that out. I logged out and then I had been at the computer since like 5:15 in the morning and it was already like 7 o'clock at night. And I'm like, I've been sitting here for 14 hours. I should probably go see my family. So I just didn't log back in until this morning. This quant trade that we lost right here was entered at 6:52 and we got ticked out 5 minutes later. It didn't last very long. But this was a good day. We had a good trade day yesterday. I made $400 off of MNQ in the morning. And times two, because we're following this account. Or this account is following this one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be on, I don't know, another 30 or 45 minutes or so, but I leave all the lives up on the channel. I don't take them down. But Fridays where I'm at, my kids have they do half days on Fridays, so they're all home early today. So I'm gonna not sit at the computer. I've been doing 12-hour days for the last 5 days, so I told the kids I'd spend some time with them today and go do something. So got to figure something out, something fun to go do. Maybe do something fun like yard work. Maybe see if I can convince them to rake some leaves with me. No, I don't have a promo on TopStep. I don't have promo codes anywhere. I don't have any affiliate stuff. I don't have any of that. TopStep has a promo code though that I put in a video the other day. I don't know who it benefits, but it's Onward40, ONWARD Onward 40, and it takes 40% off. So you get a $50,000 buying power account for $29 instead of $49. I use that on here. You can only use it one time, so you get to get one account though for like $30 if it's still active. When I try that promo code, yes, have a good weekend. Yeah, I'll be on Monday morning as well. No, is Bitcoin, I saw your message earlier, Summit, is Bitcoin moving good right now? I'll just look at MBT because I've seen that before. Yeah, I mean it looks all right. It's not moving as much as gold is right now though. See you later, Yash. Have a great weekend, man. Thank you for being here. Like, look at gold compared to Bitcoin. I mean, it's going crazy. Go race some go-karts. They're girls, man. All three, they wouldn't want to do that. They want me to, like, it'll be like, hey, let's go let's go get our nails done. Or let's go shopping. But if I could get them on some go-karts, man, oh, that'd be great. Night, since when am I doing these lives? Well, I've only started doing them this week. And yesterday morning and this morning we're at 6:30 Pacific time, or it was at the New York Open. And I don't have a consistent schedule yet. But next week I'll be on Monday. I'm trying to throw him a curveball at him. I'm like, hey, let's do some yard work. Let's rake these leaves up. Let me go show you guys the local attraction, the garbage dump. Like, we got stuff we got to do. Let's see what QuantCrawler says about gold right now. See if it's going to give us anything. I forget you guys can't see that. I'm sorry. I had it on my other screen and I wasn't even yeah, sorry. Wait. Okay, yeah. 1 to 2 risk to reward and say $100 just to see what it says. Okay, go long. Uptrend. See where 416 is as our stop. What do you guys think? Would you take it? God, we still have our formatting messed up right here. I've tried to fix this 3 times. Gold just closed above weekly open. I know that's what I'm worried about. Is it going to run though? Or is it going to pull back now? That's what I'm trying to figure out is like, should I take this trade right here? Long current price. Took the upside to take out yesterday's highs. Hell yeah. Good play. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to crypto. I'm just looking at it. I'm going to mark it out though. I'm going to mark it out just to watch it because I want to. So it says entry 4026. So let's just assume we could get an entry at 40. Well, we'd be able to get an entry here. And then target 4046. Oh, nope, nope, nope. Please stop, computer. There we go. We're going to be looking for like this right here, somewhere in there. And then our stop, 4016. I sit here a lot of times with QuantCrawler and just do this and just map it out. Like, would it have been right? just to see because I get curious. No, crypto. This isn't on that account. This is just on the QuantCrawler exclusive accounts. That one I'm not touching today. I'm gonna just leave that one alone. That's this one over here. So this one's sitting at, yeah. We'll pull out on 1284, give or take, whatever that processing fee is, 1200 or so. So that'll be good. That'll be a good start to the week. It's been a good morning though. I like getting on here talking to you guys. I like talking trading. I like being able to show you guys stuff you want to see and just having a little community going. It's really cool. Um, I know we didn't win today, and I know it's exciting to see trades, but also like I see so many people that live stream. Excuse me. I see so many people that live stream, and it's like they think they have to take a trade in order to have their chat there and interacted and like almost like have people saying good call, bad call, like I can't believe you did that, blah blah blah. Like they live off that, and it teaches such bad habits that like I'm never gonna take a trade just so I can keep like the chat entertained, which I know that's really weird, but I'd rather sit here and talk to you guys and do hypotheticals like we should have done it, but um and I hate when I do that. That's why my name is FOMO. That's hilarious. I did. I just always look at the first part. I'm like crypto. Actually, when I look at people's names, I'm like, if I can't say the first part, I look for the second part, and then if I can't say the first part or the second part of your name, I just read your message and go and reply to it. Adam, sometimes it. Yeah, I do find it when I check like this that it works. Um, but most of the time, like when I feel a little bit uncomfortable on it, I would have made the right call by not taking it. So, oh, thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. Yeah, Adam, that's how we got to do it, man. Rashawn, how are you? Welcome. Thanks for being here. We're just kind of watching a hypothetical trade here that I mapped out that QuantCrawler would have told us to take, but we're trying to see how it plays out. So let me move my mouse out of the way. Yeah, it would be wild to see heavy momentum. Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna run. I'm imagining if it runs back up, it's gonna be like 3 minutes before market close. Like someone's gonna move out of NQ and their other positions like that, and they're gonna just throw it into gold for the weekend or something like that. I don't know. I would imagine it's gonna be a late move. Uncensored, unbiased info. This is a hot take, but because of its past, and its lean towards things that probably shouldn't say, but truly the most uncensored, unbiased thing is probably Grok. In my opinion, depending on what you're doing with it. If you're just chatting with it and you need something to just like no bullshit, tell me how it is, probably Grok. Chat GPT is going to encourage you no matter what it is. Say, hey, that is a great idea. And it's like, if you're like, hey, should I move across the country and like leave my whole family behind and start a new life? It'd be like, hey, let's plan out how we could do that. Like, no, you shouldn't do that. And it shouldn't help you. Um, but it does. Grok is going to be like, that's a horrible idea, man. Sit down. Like, sit down, shut up, and rethink yourself. But I've used Claude. I'll give you guys my AI rundown while we're watching this because I originally started as an AI channel and I've been in AI since the very beginning. I was like one of the first few people using Chat GPT when it first came out. So I've been on it for a long time. So I always love Chat GPT, but it's too agreeable. Gemini is the best for video creation and image creation if you don't know how to use Midjourney. If you know how to use Midjourney, it's the best for images of any kind. Um, Claude is the best for coding if you need anything technical. Um, So, yep, V'd exactly. Because, like, look at this. This is what it called us. We would have, if we did take it, we would have had our second losing trade of the day. Claude, if you need anything technical, code is the best. Like, I've built, like, my lending website is completely built with Claude. I built it in like a week, and it's a top-notch website. I didn't pay anybody to do it. DeepSeek is great, and it's free. Depends on your stance on everything, because DeepSeek is a Chinese company. I don't care, but if you care, you should probably know that. And then what are the other ones? You have gosh dang, what's the other one? There's another one too that's really good at like reasoning. Grok had me leaving my home to make a new start. Yeah. Well, like I'm telling you, ChatGPT will be the same way, man. It'll encourage you. ChatGPT will encourage you on anything you want to do. Grok had me leaving my home. Yeah. Yeah, Claude is insanely underrated, and also Claude is the best for writing, like technical writing or blogs or anything. Like if you have a blog or you know someone who has a blog or a little side hustle, if you wanted to go on Fiverr and be a copywriter and you wanted to use AI to automate that. Now, I'm not saying this is like a business model here, but if you wanted to get some side gigs where you were making 30 bucks, go on Fiverr, do copywriting. Perplexity, thank you, Biga. That's what I was trying to think of. Perplexity is great too. And Perplexity, actually, if you Google, let me see if it's still up. Perplexity and PayPal have an agreement that if you PayPal. Yeah, check this out right here. It's still up. If you type in Perplexity and PayPal, you get oh my goodness, Perplexity Pro with PayPal. That's a tough sentence to say. You get 12 months for free. So you get 12 months of Perplexity, and then it goes to $20 a month after 12 months. So yeah. So if you guys didn't know that, you can get the Pro version of Perplexity, which is technically their $20 a month version if you have a PayPal account that qualifies. And I think your PayPal account just has to be active for the last 12 months. Like you can't create a brand new PayPal account today and then go get a free thing. I think you just have to have had it for a couple months or 12 months or something, but you can get a year free of that. And Perplexity actually has its own browser too, with overlays and everything in it. So that's the other one. I was trying to think of that. Thank you for sharing that. I've heard of Kimmy, but I've never used it, Jim. But I hear a lot of people have talked about that and commented on some of my videos. So right here, we would have lost QuantCrawler. That was another thing too that hit its limits this morning. Was the emails. You could only send 3,000 emails a day, and at about 4:05 this morning, I had an email that said the limits were hit. So we had already sent over 3,000 emails since launch of trades taken or trades not taken. Veed, I don't know actually if it is or not. It maybe I haven't heard that, but I also don't know for sure. Amazon has its own AI. I didn't know that either. Maybe I just need to go live and talk to you guys so I can learn stuff because I didn't know any of that. But yeah, recapping Jim, I've heard of Kimmy. I haven't used it. Have you used it? All right, so we'll clear this out. That would have been a loss. Good thing. Thank you for the advice. Favorite browser is still Brave. I haven't used that yet. I've heard of it, but I haven't used it. Summit, I use Go High Level for the mortgage side of things for me. I've used Go High Level for years. I love it. Just go live already. Yeah, I was crashing out earlier. So you went in here on a short? Because that definitely worked. What's up, baby? You want to say hi to the people? They know. Hi. Oh, you look better. You look great all the time. Every time, all the time. Are you working from home today? Okay. Summit, it depends on what the cost is on it. I don't know what it is for for what you need and your capabilities, but like in the mortgage world, it's it's worth every dollar that we spend on it because of the integrations and the drip campaigns and how many people are like, "Oh, hey, I might want to be looking for a house," and they say, "Oh, not right now," and then you put them on, like a year-long drip campaign and check in with them a year later. Like I had somebody come around the other day that I talked to like 6 years ago, and once a year they get an email from me. So, um, it would definitely work for that. But it depends on like how you're going to utilize it, I guess. But for me, it's worth every single penny. I'd pay double because it's returned so much for me. But different industry, of course. Just hit 24/7/20 to the tick. Yeah, I haven't been looking at that one. Oh, yeah. That's sweet. That's awesome. Go short right here, bottom ticket, and watch it run all the way back up. Just start a new little trend line right here from the bottom, like so. Let it pop along the whole way up. I was saying that the other day, I think it was yesterday, that I wish I had an account that you could do like funded accounts like this that you could hold overnight because I really want to trade how Tori Trades does her trades with trend lines. I just want to test it and try it, but I don't trust it enough to use my like actual like brokerage account. But I like her videos with the trend line. But she does long trades. She goes into a trade and like she has a couple videos where she's been in a trade for like 2 weeks. But she just stays in it until it breaks her trend line, which is crazy. Yeah, I want to do it. But you like on funded accounts, no matter what trade you're holding, it closes out at the end of the day. Like when market closes, all trades get flattened out. So you can't hold overnight. Yeah, I could just try it on demo, but Jason, I want to make money. But no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I just it's like knowing my luck. I would do it on a demo account. I would map it out. I would set it and be like, all right, I would take this trade, and it would be like the most profitable trade in the history of trading. And I would have been like, good thing it's on a demo. Yeah, I'm only doing futures. I used to do options trading. 5%er you can hold over weekends and over news. Oh, the mark in here in TopStep, the ones I have on are the 200 and the 20. Elite Trader Funding had an overnight account. I don't know if they still have it. Hmm. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Is it's so expensive just to throw swing trades, but it's just something I want to do. I just like I said, I've never done it I've never done it, and I just want to try it. But maybe when trading goes so well next year in 2026 that maybe I make $200,000 and I throw 25 grand into an account and just say I'm willing to risk it all and try it. Probably not. Probably definitely not going to do that. Man, that would have been a hell of a call if you would have top tick gold right here. Especially on the full size contract. Sounds great to me. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Knight. Let me scroll up and see it real quick. Um mm, Sorry, Knight. I'm looking for it. Um Ask Quant why EU is ranging right now. No more longs for today. Oh, profound. I appreciate that. Yeah, it means a lot to me. That's just how I try to live my life. Just try to be real. That's just how I live life. Don't want to be fake anything and try to, oh my goodness gracious, right here, gold. Yeah, just try to do good, be good, help people, and have fun with my wife and kids. That's pretty much it. That's how I live my life. I think everyone should do that. I mean, you don't have to do the wife and kids part, but just enjoy your life, live your life, do whatever you want. EU. Sorry, Knight. I'm gonna stop what I'm doing right now. What do you mean EU? Like you just put E/U. What do you? I want to make sure I understand what you're referring to. Yeah. What was the opening range on here? Yeah. Are we gonna ping back? On IG? Let me look real quick. Oh, it's here in my request. I'm sorry, I hadn't seen it yet. I I just see that now. I wish you would have found it earlier too. Good little. Oh, Newt from when we were doing the 30 days of investing on Bitfarms. I haven't looked at that in a long time. How is that doing? I'm still holding some of that. I actually haven't checked that in a while. Oh, I hope you're up. I am not up on this. Yeah, I bought a whole bunch around right here. So I almost bought at the top. Bought some back here too. Oh, I went to the wrong one. I'm not even in the right thing here. I'm not even in the right hemisphere right now. I forget what we were looking at. We on NQ? Watch the charts the last few days. It would be 3-0 this week if I had an account. Yeah, man. You can I shouldn't say this because I don't want to encourage you if you don't want to, but there is on TopStep. I think it still works. I can't check because I've already used the code, but it's onward 40, ONWARD, onward 40, and it gives you 40% off. So you get a 50K account for like $29. So not like encouraging you if you don't want to do that anymore, but $30. Oh, I'm blurry. I was probably too close to the camera. This lens that I have is a macro lens, and it really. I'm moving my whole desk around this weekend because it keeps going in and out of blur. Oh, and I probably have my mic too high too. It probably picks up on this. It's a macro lens, so it's supposed to focus in on the closest thing to it for forward-facing video. Oh, it did, Caesar? Okay, cool. So it does still work. So yeah, you should get it for it's I think it's like $29. Yeah, Mace, I appreciate that, man. That's what I try to do. Just make it easy to understand. Yep, exactly. That's exactly right there. Onward 40. I guess I could have typed that. Mace, you can whenever you pay it is when it goes to Express. It can sit there. I think. Well, I don't know how long it can sit there. I've always just taken mine right away. But I think once you clear it, they'd be happy to take your money. I don't know why they would make you restart. Yeah, Caesar, that's awesome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Remove this. I still have that out. Oh, you have 30 days. Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. Oh, 3 a.m. Dedication. Even after you enter in that code, Summit, it doesn't bring it down because I tried to do it, but it wouldn't let me. But other people are using it, so I'm not sure. Hmm. Failed for me too. Dang, someone just used it. Watch, he got like the last code possible. This is one of the best things you guys can do, by the way, if you want to save money online. Say, are there any active promo codes for topstep.com? And just let it go search the internet for you. I do this all the time. You can find an extra 5, 10, 15% off. No guarantee. Why didn't it just give me the codes? It says that there are some, but it's not going to give it to me. Well, can you give me the codes? There's a couple right there. I don't know if they work. This is just Chat GPT, but it doesn't list onward 40 anymore, and it did the other day. There's a space between onward and 40, like this. Oh, I'll delete my comment then. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. Okay, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I wonder if there's an overlay on it then that's like new users, returning users. You've had X amount of counts in the last X amount of time or whatever. Yeah, there might be different qualifications for it. I'm not sure, but it's working for some and not others. I just used it the other night, but it only let me use it one time. Got cooked 1-to-1 on the second account. Dang it. While I've been sitting here, I've thought about paying to reset one of these accounts, like this one down here. Because this is one that I've been trying specifically. I think this one is in bad shape. Yeah, it's below the limit. This one's gonna cancel out. Last night, or no, the other day, all I was doing was trying to take in full GC contract like this, like come in here, and I was trying to set this to like 25 and this to like 3,000. And I was just trying to catch the breaks, and I was just having fun because this account was already down to like 48.5. Like it was close to losing it anyways. Because I was just trying a new strategy that I've never tried, but people say it works. And yeah, it did not work. It was fun though, but it didn't work. Oh, later, Summit. See you later. Have a great weekend. Hopefully, see you next week. You know what's really funny? Because Adam is a friend of mine. I told you guys in the beginning, Adam has been my best friend for 20 years. I would just clicked on his name. I could make him a moderator, but I also could put him in timeout. I haven't I haven't had power like this ever. Like, I'm like, oh, you're telling someone goodbye? I don't think so, buddy. Not in here. Yeah, I agree with that. Trading on micro versus mini. If you're on MGCs, 100%. Just because you can start to figure out the chart, the risk to reward. Decisions, man. Yeah, Lionel, if you guys read his message, he is spot on. Like, like when we were starting this account, we did a max of $200, and even that's aggressive. Like when you're building, and I'll tell you guys this, until this figure right here, this balance is over $51,500, I never typically trade more than $200 on a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3 risk to reward. And that's mainly because you don't have that much wiggle room right now. Like if this drops down to, well, you can see right here, my max loss limit. Don't let your account balance drop below this value. If I drop below, this number goes below 48,459 and 2 cents, this account's closed. And then that also closes this account too. Same exact one. They're following the exact same pattern. So when I get to like 51.5, then I'll consider like maybe I'll do a $400 loss on a full size like GC. But even then, until I get out of evaluation, I'm just trading micros because worst case, I make $200. Best case, I only make $400 like we did yesterday. But the $400 is times two. That's $800 on two accounts. Like you really, in the beginning stages of the evaluations, you have to go with the like, I'm going to conserve this account and treat it like real money. And I made a video last night. It's a short one. I don't know if you guys saw it about prop firms. Like a lot of people don't know this, so I'll just explain it to you guys here if you didn't watch the video. These prop firms like TopStep, every single account, unless you use a promo code, at minimum is $49, okay? Then you get to the point where you pass the evaluation. Then you have to pay the activation fee. There's $149. So right there is $200 to have access to get payouts. Then you have to start trading again. So once you start trading, you have to build up a certain amount as well to be able to request that payout. I think it's 52.5. So then you get to 52,500, you can draw anything above that. So right now, you've been building up these accounts, but people don't know this. You go to an Express account, you're still not trading an actual real live account. Like you get real money paid out, but Top Step is not giving you a $50,000 line in the open market with real trades. Like none of the trades are real because they legally couldn't do that. Like they can't open a brokerage account in your name, deposit $50,000 and let you make real market trades. So no matter what you do, you're not influencing any market, and the markets of all the other people on Top Step, these markets are not being affected by anybody using any prop account. It's not, this isn't just a Top Step thing. Apex, none of them, you're always in a simulated environment, no matter what. So then when you know that and you think about it like this, if you come on here and you just blow accounts, all you're doing is paying for the people that have got to the Express account to get their payouts on their accounts. Like there's no real money actually being gained here no matter what. So if you don't treat your accounts like they're real and you treat them like gambles and that's how you want to play it, that's fine. But just know you're funding the people who take them serious and treat them like real accounts. You're the reason that I'm able to get a payout because you don't appreciate your account. You have to respect your account like it's real money. But even when you get to the Express, it's still not real money technically, but you get real payouts. But they make so much money off of people. $50 here, $149 activation, you blow the account. $50, 149 activation, you blow the account. Well, right there, they've made $400 off of you, and you're one of millions trying to get to this point that's paying the 1% that are getting payouts in TopStep. So, or any funded account for that matter. So treat this like it's real, because you should act like this is real, because otherwise you're the reason that their profit is so good and your loss and your profit and loss looks like shit. You haven't had this much power since holding an M14 in SOCOM 2. God, the days, man. SOCOM and Ghost Recon 2 were peak gaming. Mace, do you remember like Adam and I used to spend I lived at Adam's house on the weekends and most of the time during the week too. And dude, we have so many hours into the SOCOM gaming series that you wouldn't even want to know what our total gameplay was. Like we would all nighters, and his mom would take us to McDonald's whenever we wanted. We'd just get food and go play video games, like playing Night Stalker and Crossroads and Fishhook on SOCOM 2. Those were the days, man. Didn't have any bills. We were in high school. Ugh, what a time to be alive. Yeah, Mace. Everyone tells you full port eval so they can get to their payouts, and you can do that, but you're not learning any good habits. Yeah, max sauce. I'm going to see that. Yeah, well, that's another thing. I forgot about that. If you lose, yeah, Jason, if you lose an Express account, and so like you pay the $50, you pay the 150 evaluation fee to get out into an Express account. If you lose that account, they'll let you buy it back without having to go back through the evaluation, but it's $499. And I only know that because I lost it. Yeah, it's actually 543 because you got to repay your $49 a month to keep the account. So the very first account I had with TopStep, I lost it. I got it funded and then I lost it. And they sent me multiple emails. They'll let you do it twice, $499 each time. So yeah. So not only could you recapture it, so in total, you pay $200 to get there, you lose it, you pay $500 to get it back. You're $700 of paying someone else's profit until you get a payout. When was that last year? Um, I just started using TopStep about probably 3 months ago. I've always used Apex before. So I've just always had an Apex trader account. TopStep was new to me as of about 90 days ago. I had heard about TopStep, but um, $500 for a 50K. If you have a real money account, or if you have a funded account that you lose, you can pay $500 to get it back without having to go through evaluation again. Yeah, that's what they charge, $499. Yeah, Clay Pigeon, you are right, 100%. They use the data, and I mean, why wouldn't they take the data from their top traders and then actually deploy it? The people who are making money, that like, why wouldn't they just copy trade them? Like you can copy trade anybody in Top Step. Why wouldn't you just copy trade your guys that are making 150, $200,000 a year? Copy trade them into real live accounts that are consistently profitable, and use the money that they're making you to just pay them to keep them on the platform. Yeah, exactly. Better investing in my live amp futures. Yeah, 100%. Get a 150K straight to funded cheaper. Cheaper than $500. That's crazy. I kind of forget about that you can just pay more money to go straight to funded. Like you don't even have to do an evaluation stage on some prop firms. Like I forget you can even do that. I like to show stuff like this because the barrier to entry is like, most people can come up at some point within 90 days, they can come up with an extra $50 to, have an opportunity. But if you have the money, yeah, why wouldn't you just pay straight to funded? if you have a strategy that works. Funded ticks and trade if I have good ones. I'm trying to, Mace, but again, I will say on that note, QuantCrawler is not a strategy. Don't use QuantCrawler 100% and be like, hey, this is my new strategy is using Aaron's website. So I don't need that looming over me. It's supposed to reaffirm things you already know and help you with maybe things you don't see. With that being said, QuantCrawler is 100% our strategy with these two accounts. But I'm not advocating for that. Nobody should do that except I shouldn't even do it, but I'm going to. But the risk is all yours at that point. Yeah, Jason, check this out right here. I just pulled it up. I was able to find it so you could see it. These are the evaluations. Right here, Express 50K close date. The second, that's the day I lost it. And then you click reactivate. Reactivation window. They send me an email every day. You only have 3 days left. You only have 2 days left. Immediately return, start trading next market open, 2 times per account. Keep your XFA naming, $4.99. So reactivation's 1 of 2, 1 remaining after this. There's no way I'm paying $500 for this. But they just market the hell out of you to try and get you to pay it again. So that would mean this account specifically had $49 start, $149 activation, $4.99 reinstatement if I did it, and then another $49 because my membership would restart at that point. So I'd be $750 in one account. That wouldn't work. Yeah, it's crazy. See, like I've said a couple times, MNQ on the way up, gold on its way down. Never in line. Great if I has a 50K straight to fund it for 350. That is significantly cheaper, yeah. Then we see, are there any, how do you spell it? Tradeify.co promo codes for straight to funded accounts. Yeah, NQ this morning would have been good. All right, so let's look at this. I have to sign up. I've never been on Tradeify. Have you used them before, Jason? $6,000 in available drawdown. Yeah, that's crazy. Have you ever used them before? I think I've heard people talking about them though, but I just don't know like I gotcha. Okay. Yeah, 150K, $510 one-time fee. Can you link them? I'm assuming you can link them straight in with TradingView then as well. That's kind of cool to be able to just skip straight through. I never thought about doing that actually. But I mean, at the same time, if you don't have good strategy and don't have good habits, it's not going to help you. Top 5, maybe top 3. Interesting. Cool. I'll have to look into it. I mean, I don't right now. If these 3 TopStep accounts were to fail, I'm not going to fall into the $50 over and over. So if we don't get these ones out, I have 2 Apex accounts, but that might be another option. I just want to do. I want to do like 2 to 4 prop firms, and then I have my personal account, but that one doesn't have like I'd like to get to a point where it's completely just prop firm accounts versus my account, just because I want to do some other business stuff with my money. MNQ. I think this has been a weird day. It's been a weird Friday. There's 3 hours of market open left. Let's see what this fair value gap does on NQ. I'll upload NQ into QuantCrawler on here so we can see it. Night, I just scrolled back up. What about AXI Select? You can get started with $500 all paid. I've never heard of AXI. The main ones that I've heard of are My Funded Futures, TopStep, Apex. There's My Funded Next, which is weird because my funded futures. And then there's TPT, but I've never heard of AXI before. The problem with prop firm accounts, or I guess it's not a problem, but the thing to look into all the time is like, do they have good reviews of not holding payouts? Like a lot of prop firms hold payouts. If you look at reviews, like, oh, you could get a payout, but you haven't done this, and then you got to do this, and okay, well, now that you did this, you have to now earn this because this earnings was too big compared to this, so now you got to earn this, and then you're just in this constant loop of like never getting a payout. Mm. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, what would it be then? So it's saying a long entry at 20, entry at 24,824. So Lionel, what do you mean? I was just saying earlier that I like Tori Trade's trend lines that she's shown on a couple of her videos. I just like the concept of that, but you can't hold long term on like prop accounts or funded accounts and stuff like that. Yeah, Hector, Apex, and yeah, they pay out if you follow the rules. Yeah. Oh, interesting night. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of them. So let me just mark this out. This would say entry 24,824. Or like here-ish, somewhere in there. Then a stop at 24,799. Oops, I went to the wrong chart. Oh, that's not going to work. With the risk leverage, no way. I guess I'm on full size NQ also, so probably be different if we were smaller, but I'm not even going to chart that out. Patrick Miller, more Kellyanne. Okay, yeah, I will. I just pulled them up on my other browser over here so I can look at it after. Oh yeah, I've heard of Elite Trader funding too. I don't know much about them. I've never used them. I know of a couple people who have used them. I've seen their videos. The Elite Trader funding or whatever it's called. Yeah. I'm looking at their plans. Seem a little seem a little expensive. You want to go straight to funded for 50K 697, but like beginner? I mean, These aren't bad. I mean, price-wise, but whatever pays out. If they pay out and you're good at what you do and good at trading. Hold trades overnight and on the weekends. Yeah, see, I like that. Whoa, they have 3 traders who reached 1 million lately. That's awesome. Oh, no, Christian, I was just looking at it just to see, like, comparisons. Funding ticks has been great to me. Oh, Mace, that's good to know, too. Funding ticks. You know, with 0.5%. Good. No, Pigeon, I haven't. Enzo, right now, I'm not. I actually was just about to tell you guys, I think I'm probably going to wrap it up for the day. Kids are going to be home in about 2 hours, and I'm going to get some stuff done, maybe take the wife out to lunch, and I'd be number 4. Yeah, I could. Yeah, MNQ was looking all right. Or, whoa. My goodness. Only 2,500 on eval. Yeah, that's not bad. Well, guys, thank you guys for all your support this week. I'm going to be working on QuantCrawler over the weekend. If you guys need anything, like I said, I'll remove it so you can see it again down at the bottom. There's this link down here now. Technical problem, send me an email. You can email me at Aaron@QuantCrawler. I'll get it. And then, yeah, I'll be able to work on stuff. I'm going to be updating this again over the weekend. We shouldn't have any more limit issues like we had this morning, so I apologize for that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to giving you guys some new updates, some new stuff next week. And I hope you guys all have a great weekend. So thanks for being here. Thanks for making my first week of lives really good. I appreciate all of you. So thanks, Dan. I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I hope to see you again next week. You guys all have a great day, great weekend, and lock yourself out of your account. Don't make any late day trades.